What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tristin. Hope you guys do enjoy your stay here. Today, we're doing a Black Ops 6 video covering the best settings that you should use in Season 2 to get high-scoring gameplays, get camos, or just have fun in Black Ops 6. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Starting off with your controller settings, when it comes to button and stick presets, I just have everything default. I personally don't like running with a inverted or switched button layout. And then on top of that, when it comes to horizontal stick sensitivity and vertical stick sensitivity, the normal is a 1.2. I run at a 1.4. This means that it's going to be a lot better for me across the board. My stick movement is going to be a lot faster. And, of course, better in-game aim from there. As well, I don't change anything when it comes to control presets or stuff like that. I do have controller vibration off. And then a big thing that we want to talk about is dead zone inputs. Dead zone inputs are one of the most crucial things about Black Ops 6. I know a lot of players, if you're a casual player, don't really think about it, but you absolutely want to think about it. For the left stick minimum, I have it at a 5. The default is normally a 10. And then for your left stick max, you want to have it at 25. The regular is 99, but what this basically does is that it determines how far the left stick needs to be to provide the maximum input and movement necessary, and this is going to make your shots a lot better across the board. When it comes to the right stick minimum, I have it at a 10, and the right at a 99 for the max. You don't want to do anything with your left and right triggers unless you have trigger stops on your controller, but also, depending on the controller that you have, if it has trigger stops, you probably don't actually need this at all. When it comes down to aiming, sensitivity multipliers, the biggest thing that you really want to change is that ADS sensitivity multiplier with focusing. In order to steady your aim, it's normally at a 1. You want to have it at a 0.65. This is what I found to give you a better experience in Black Ops 6. For aiming advanced settings, we're not really going to look at the look inversions, but what you really want to be looking at is what your sensitivity timing, your correction type, and your curve type are. So you want to have gradual because it's going to progressively apply a sensitivity multiplier when alternating between hipfire and fully zoomed in, which is a really important thing. For third person ADS, you want to have it at assist, which is going to help correct your aim and prioritizing the crosshair pointing at other players. So if you're in an objective based game mode or one of the face-off maps, this is especially going to help you out a lot. And then lastly, the curve type you want to have is dynamic. It is ideal for more experienced players, but it has a fast starting movement, slows down over time, and you're going to be more accurate across the board. When custom sensitivity per zoom comes into play, really the only one that you're changing is the sensitivity low zoom. You're not really changing any of these other ones because most players run optics, and that's about it. When it comes to movement, you really don't want to change anything across the board. You do want to have sprint assist on, and it's just really going to be a big thing for you. Corner slice is something that I do recommend that you keep on as well. And as far as it goes, nothing here is really that big of a deal to deal about. And again, these are my combat behaviors. It is a pretty standard thing. You're not really going to change any of this. Now, when it comes to display and brightness, it really depends up to you. If you're someone that plays better with a darker screen or a more brighter screen, it really is up to you. What you really want to be focusing on is quality and the view when it comes to graphics. First, you want to have world motion blur and weapon motion blur turned off completely. It does not do you any favors, especially because what it's going to do is simulate a motion blur while moving, aiming, and firing, and as well, it's just not going to be great. Depth of field, you want to have this turned off as well because what it will do is create a blur to your out of focus regions, but if enemies are coming from those areas, you want to be able to see them. It's just better to have that turned off. When it comes to your CAS or contrast adaptive sharpening, you basically want to have this as good as you possibly can. I have it at an 83. The normal is 50. And on-demand texture streaming as well, you do want to have this towards optimized. It's going to enhance your gameplay experience. Moving on to field of view, this is the biggest thing. You want to have your field of view at anywhere between 80 to 120. I have mine at 100. Personally, I feel like this is the best. For ADS field of view, you want to have it at affected. And what this is going to do is zoom to a value closer to the field of view setting. And it does only apply to low magnification levels, including iron sights, which most of the time you're either running an iron sight or a red dot in this game. Weapon field of view, you don't really want to change this at all. And anything else when it comes down to it, you really don't want to change. When it comes to audio, you really don't want to mix with any of these things. Personally, I like the Treyarch mix as is. You could probably change these depending on how you really want to be, but I feel like this is something that really isn't worth changing much about when it comes down to it. And otherwise, that's about it. You really don't want to do much. I would say that when it comes to the minimap shape, you do want to keep it round. Personally, that's just for me. I would say that if you're someone that likes being able to see more, probably square is going to be better for you, but it just depends. Minimap rotation is definitely something great. Radar, you can turn this on and off. I just have the backing for it off. And of course, again, you can choose whether or not to have a particular kind of compass, but across the board, it is what it is. With your crosshairs, you're really not changing anything at all, and it's as simple as that. So, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Comment down below something that you want me to cover on the channel. But with that being said, my name is Tristin. I'll see all of you guys in the next one.